What if the only tool you needed to make money online was already in your hands? I have built income streams from using just my phone, and today I'm going to show you how. Hello, everyone. My name is IT, and I work with creative entrepreneurs, bakers, fashion stylists, seamstresses to help them turn their passion into profitable and sustainable businesses. Now, if you're here, I'm guessing you've faced this issue that we can all relate with. One week you're selling so much, and the next week you have silence, no new customers, no orders, and it feels like you're constantly chasing after the money instead of having a steady flow. Now, what if I told you that there's a simple system that you can use just using your smartphone within 3 to 7 days that can bring you sales consistently? No complicated funnels, no ads, and no big audience. All you have to just be determined and to take action. That is what I want to teach you today. It is called the pop-up launch method. By the end of this session, you will have a practical step-by-step system that you can immediately test in your business. So what exactly is a pop-up launch? A pop-up launch is a short, themed, time-bound sales campaign. Rather than focus on all the products you sell, you pick one specific product or service, and then you promote it for a few days. You make it feel exciting, you make it feel limited and urgent so that people can buy. Why do pop-up launches work so well? Three things. Number one, urgency. People move when there's a deadline. People move when there is an end to something. So if you have if your offer is always available, they will always drag and feel like they're not going to buy, they will take their time. But when they know that it's available only for a limited time, there's this sense of urgency and the fear of missing out that makes them buy. Second reason is focus. Pop-up launches work so well because instead of bombarding or overwhelming your clients with so many products, you spotlight only one product, and that clarity makes it easier for them to say yes. The third reason why pop-up works is excitement. Pop-ups have a beginning and they have an end. People want to feel like people want to be a part of something special. Pop-ups are special. So the excitement just makes people want to, okay, I want to be part of this and I want to get it back again. So that's another reason why pop-up works. The best part of this is you don't need ads, you don't need a website. All you need is your smartphone, your creativity, your social media, and you're good to go. I'm going to be sharing practical steps that you can use to create pop-ups. The first step to creating your pop-up launch is to choose an offer. What one product or service can you offer that people will find irresistible? Remember that it's going to be for a few days. So it has to be something that is really, really interesting and attractive. I'll give some examples. If you are a baker, you can have a pop-up launch for back to school cookies. If you are a fashion stylist, you can have a pop-up launch for a 3 day wardrobe revamp, virtual wardrobe revamp for your. You can have a particular style that you put up for sale for just a weekend. So you can have a weekend Ankara shirt dress sale, something like that. So I hope these examples give you an idea of how to think in your business and set up your own pop-up. I'll quickly share 3 tips to help you to choose the right product pop-up for your pop-up launch. Number one, tie it to a season, tie it to a holiday, tie it to the season, tie it to something, or even if there is no season, make a creative name it, give it something interesting. So you go tie it to a season like holidays, like I said before, back to school, Independence Day, Thanksgiving, Black Friday is coming up, Christmas. So tie it to a season or tie it to a time. So it can be a weekend or a long holiday pop-up launch. And then also you listen to your customers. If you have existing clients already, listen to them. What are they always asking for? What is your best seller? Usually, if you have something that people are always buying, those we do products that people are always buying, those kind of products we do very well for pop-up launches. And the last tip is create a bundle or a special edition. Make it interesting so that you'll be able to create a buzz around it. So create a bundle where you put 1 or 2 products together, or make a special edition for the season and then use that as your product for the pop-up launch. One of my coaching clients had a Christmas box sale where she just offered a particular product, but in just 2 flavors and just 4 days, and she sold out within 72 hours because she was very direct. She already had the existing clientele. She knew what they were buying always, and she just put that product, put the pricing on it, and offered a very limited edition flavor. So she just had two flavors, and because it was so short and direct, she sold out on the number that she wanted to sell within 72 hours. So that's a typical example of how a pop-up launch can give you that sales that you. Once you have chosen the product that you want to use for your launch, the next step is to build anticipation. It's not a good idea to just wake up tomorrow. Maybe after watching this video, you are all gingered up, and then the next thing you just post on your WhatsApp, I'm having a pop-up launch tomorrow. No, it's good to warm up your audience. So for like 3 to 5 days, begin to build up anticipation, begin to let them know something is coming. And here are a few ways that you can actually do that. Number one, you can actually show behind the scenes. So if you are a fashion stylist, show how you're setting out the clothing, how you're sorting them out. If you're a seamstress or you make clothes, show how you're sourcing the fabrics. If you're a baker, show how you are making the products, show the ingredients you're using, show how your packaging looks like. Let people begin to, anticipate what is coming. Secondly, you can use curiosity posts and hints. So you can do like a guess what's coming, a sneak peek. Here's a sneak peek into our launch product. You can also do say things like we have something sweet coming your way and all of that. The third way that you can build anticipation is to use a countdown post. So you can do that with an Instagram countdown timer, or you can do countdown graphics on your WhatsApp story. So you have graphics that say 5 days to launch, 4 days to launch, 3 days to launch, 2 days to launch, then D-Day. So those kind of posts. And the last one is you can use polls. So you can do a this or that question on your Instagram stories or your WhatsApp stories. You're going to ask your audience which they prefer, or which do they think will work for will come out for the launch. So you build anticipation in these fun ways. Now we get to the big part, step 3, which is actually running your pop-up. Make sure that your product is ready. You have all the images, everything clear, your product or your service. Create a payment link for it and then set it up on your WhatsApp business catalog. And then you can keep going. Make sure that, because this is a pop-up launch, it's not a regular sale, people need to know the start date and the end date of the pop-up launch. They also need to know what they get when they pay, and they also need to know how many boxes or spots are available. This is what makes it a pop-up launch. It's time bound, it's themed, and it's a short, it's limited. During the pop-up, keep the energy high. Don't let people feel like, okay, they finished selling. Share testimonials as you get them. Encourage people that buy to share testimonials with you. Begin to share those testimonials on your WhatsApp stories constantly, every day. Answer frequently asked questions. Any questions anybody asks you, use it to create content and post back on your WhatsApp stories. Let people know how, make it easy for people to buy from you. So they go to the catalog, make sure there's a payment link, test your payment link to make sure it's working, and you're good to go. Post reminders daily, remind people, because people are very busy. You need to keep reminding them. So create graphics, final call, two items remaining, one item remaining, this is the last day, and all of that. So post reminders daily. Don't be afraid of repeating yourself. People need to see things repeatedly to be able to, for it to stick in their memory. So on the last day, send a strong reminder call. Let people know that this is the last day of the sales. If you have a lot of products left, you can actually do code. I call it code chatting. So you can actually send chats or messages or reminders to people that are already in your network. But be very careful to not invade people's privacy. I always say that, especially with WhatsApp. Make sure that you have a business relationship with them, and don't go spamming people. Also, encourage people to share your post. Encourage people to share the pop-up launch. Let them invite their friends. Make it really big. Find ways to just create buzz around it. I hope you have actually gained something from my session. This is the pop-up launch method. It's simple, it's practical, it's something you can implement immediately. All you need is your smartphone, your creativity, your social media, and a deadline, and you're good to go. Here is my challenge to you. Within the next 14 days, create one pop-up launch for your business. It doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be big. Just take one product or service, take action, put it up, follow the steps that I have taught in this session, and create your pop-up within the next 14 days, and see how sales will come in. When you create urgency, when you put a clear deadline, people will buy from you. You will have sales, and you stop struggling with that, making money just using your phone. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Ito Anasibo. You can follow me on Instagram at The Cake Faculty. And I cannot wait to hear about your first pop-up launch. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just take one product or one service. Take action. Follow the steps that I have taught in this session. Get the pop-up running within the next 14 days, and you'll be amazed at how sales can come in so easily once you put focus. You put your focus, put your urgency and your deadlines to it. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Itohan Asibo. You can follow me on Instagram at The Cake Faculty. I can't wait to hear about your first pop-up launch. All the best. Cheers.